Hey YouTube, Campervan Kevin here. Well, today I'm just outside Sedona, Arizona. What am I doing here? Well, do you remember a couple videos back where I found a loose wire up under my hood that was keeping my air conditioner, excuse me, I just drank a seltzer water, that was keeping my air conditioner from working, and I plugged it back up. I'll show you. It was this wire right here had come unplugged, and got it plugged back up, and I had air conditioning for quite a while. I mean, really good air conditioning. Feels like ice cubes falling out the dash when you turn it on. But recently, I went back over another dirt road that had shutter bumps. How'd that go? And it quit working again. So I said, oh, it's the little blue wire came loose again. Nope. Little blue wire was hooked up. So I came back out here and I was moving these wires around. I moved this wire, and this aftermarket fan come on for a minute, and then my blower fan on the inside quit working, and this quit working. So turns out that I've got some baloney wiring in here. Somebody has added this extra cooling fan. I don't know why, because my temperature hand has never gone over halfway. And then they wired in this relay. So I called all over Flagstaff looking for a mechanic. Everybody's booked out for 2 weeks. I called the shop back in Sholo that did all the maintenance on this thing when I bought it. And they said, sure, bring it by, we'll take a look at it. They're 2.5 hours away. So I got on Craigslist, looked up mobile mechanics. Guy says, yeah, I'll work on it tomorrow if you like. And I said, yeah, I like that a lot. We're at his house shop. Got the babies out here. He's gone into town to pick up some parts. Martini, you're in my seat. Well, you wasn't sitting in it. Won't you get up there with her, Tucker? Y'all can share it. Man, are you crazy? She'll bite my ears. And it hurts. Baby MaeMae, why don't you go sit with your sister? My sister's a bully, and she's mean. Well, you know what? You could play with her fishy, fishy, fishy while she's laying down. You're crazy. Yeah, y'all just go ahead and get my fishy, fishy, fishy and see what I'll do. I might be little, but I'm tough. That's the truth. So I pulled up here at this guy's house, and well, he actually lives in this fifth wheel right here. Just took a chance. It's $45 for him to diagnose it, and that includes up to an hour of labor. But here's my fuse box right here, and he's found 2 fuses that were bad, a 40 amp and a small 10 amp. So he's gone into town to get that. And instead of having this cooling fan, this electric cooling fan on this relay, I told him, I said, I'd rather have just a switch on the inside. That way I can control it. If it starts getting warm, I'll flip it on myself. Now to get rid of all this mess. So that's what we got going on. Cross your fingers. Hope I found a good mechanic. If he's any count, he treats me right and doesn't beat me, I'll tell you about him, and if I'm completely happy with him. So if you guys are traveling in Sedona and you need some help, this may or may not be the guy. But I'll tell you if he is. And if he's not, I'm not going to mention his name or anything, and we're going to go on about our day. And if you have trouble, you just have to find somebody yourself. I've been catching a lot of flack. Well, I got to get a haircut. Don't notice how bad it is till I'm looking at myself in the phone. I'm getting a lot of flack about not listing the name, the company, the website, and all that of this ladder that these people sent me to try. I believe the ladder's pretty good, but I had some other issues, and I don't want to recommend them. That last video was already made, completed, built, and there was nothing left to do but go in and mute it and put captions over to explain what was going on. Yes, they did send me this ladder for free, and I've offered twice to send it back. I told them, you know, you send me your return address and I'll stop by UPS store and I'll send it back immediately. But I haven't heard back from them. But when I do, it goes back to them. I believe it to be a pretty good quality, but you just got to, I've got my reasons, and that's that. The mechanic's put my new fuses in. He's found a couple bare wires, some stuff that was touching shouldn't have been. So he's getting all that cleaned out. He's going to clean the condenser. We're going to run a separate switch in here for my fan, my electric fan. Get that relay out of there. So if the temperature gets hot, it's not able to cool itself, then I'll turn on the electric fan myself. It'll be completely manual. One less relay, a lot of extra wiring that I don't need, things that can go wrong, it's removed. All right, so my mechanic here, we decided to get rid of the relay, and we're going to straight wire this electric fan here. You think that had a lot to do with my problem there, Matt?
Oh, absolutely.
All that weight on those wires and bouncing, and we'll get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
So my mechanic, you mind if I show your face?
Oh, I don't mind.
Matt, right?
Yeah.
So,
hey, everybody.
So my mechanic, Matt, says, hey, I told him about the YouTube channel. He said, I got a turtle out here you ought to put on your channel. I said, what do you mean you got a turtle? I don't see no turtle. Oh my goodness. Howdy, howdy. Is that your turtle?
That's it.
Can I take a picture of him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Her. Oh no, what happened to her shell?
Nothing.
Oh.
Just a piece of tape.
What's your turtle's name?
Gracie.
Why do you have a turtle?
Why are you asking?
I'm an inquisitive person.
You certainly are.
Some people might even say nosy and rude.
Well, I can ignore that.
All right.
That's a cool turtle. Is that a desert tortoise? No, the African tortoise. African.
I learned I don't learn nothing if I don't ask questions.
Yeah, that's right. I learned that early in life.
Tortoise.
Female, and that's the way that see, I gotta change the tape now because she's still amped up today.
Okay, my mechanic Matt, we have decided to put an on-off switch for the electric cooling fan sitting in front of the radiator. So it's going to be, here's a switch right here. Blue light or red light? What we got?
Blue.
Blue.
Because you want it cool.
I do. And so that'll go there. It won't be where I'll hit it with my knee. And I'll be in control of the electric fan and not the relay. We got it on the run now. Well, Matt's got it on the run. I'm watching him.
Yep, got some heavy gauge wire too.
Good deal.
To be able to handle that.
So you're in the Sedona Flagstaff area. If anybody watching this channel needs a RV mechanic or truck mechanic or car mechanic, how do they get in touch with you?
You can go to Pines Automotive on Facebook in Flagstaff, or I'm on Craigslist as well.
What's your telephone number?
It's 502-612-7817.
All right.
I'm usually open 7 days a week.
All right. You not only do you do timing belts, brakes,
pretty much anything.
Okay. Yeah, check him out on his Facebook page. Okay, everyone. So it's the next morning. My my buddy Matt here, he worked last night like a dog. We thought we had it, and by golly, it beat him for a minute. And I was like, you know what, Matt, I think you're the guy that can fix it. I said, don't give up on me. He says, well, I'm kind of reaching the limits of what I understand. He says, but I know a guy. I said, yeah, we all know a guy. So this is his guy. This is Sandy. He's a mobile mechanic here in Flagstaff as well. If these guys can get me running, we're going to give them a good recommendation. And so if you're broke down in Flagstaff with your RV or your car or your truck, now I know some guys. But we just kind of had an aha moment. We got the cover off this big old pretty V10. Ain't she pretty? Boy, she runs good. But tell me what you found this morning, Matt.
So the two wires that were coming out of the harness in the front that we didn't know where they went, those are supposed to go to your low pressure switch on your air conditioning line to cycle the clutch off and on. Okay. So what happened was somebody just disconnected them, twisted them together, and bypassed it. So the compressor's on all the time. So that's the reason I had ice cubes falling out of my vents when it was working. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes it wouldn't work, but when it did work, it worked really good. Yeah, I was a happy camper. So now you've found the problem. Yep. Can you fix it? So what we're going to try and do is determine whether or not that switch is even good in there first. Well, they make new switches every day. We're going to put power back to it and see what happens.
Switches, low pressure switch, once we find it, it just threads on and threads off, and we got to plug it back together how it was designed to on the circuit. All right. So Sandy, you're a mobile mechanic here in Flagstaff as well. Yeah, I'm an AC certified master tech. If someone's traveling through the area and they have I got a lot of friends that camp in Sedona and Flagstaff and all around, how can they find you? My phone number is 928-255-9009. All right, all right. So let's see. I've been turning wrench professionally for about 35 years. I hear you. I hear you. Well, good deal. So the problem has been identified. So now we're going to see if we can solve it. Thanks, guys. Now we're adding refrigerant. Man, I sure hope we get the air conditioner going. We're getting it, Chuck. Okay, well, it looks like we got the air conditioner fixed. Took two mobile mechanics, but they figured out what was wrong. So I'm going to pan over to them and let them tell you. All right, Matt, you found I needed a new Schrader valve. We've got your new Schrader valve in there. We got your pressure switch hooked back up the way it should be from the factory, and deleted all that mess of wiring in there. Right. So now you're back to normal. All right, all right. We got your charge back up with some fresh Freon in there. Good deal, good deal. So if you're in the Flagstaff, Sedona area and you're traveling through in your RV, turns out that Matt here and Sandy are both full-time RVers. And so if you have trouble up here, you'd be more than willing to help anybody. Absolutely. They had an opportunity to beat me and cheat me, but they didn't. So I believe they're good, honest fellas. So if you need help and you're up in this area, I recommend both these guys. Okay, well, as good a place as any to end this video, so I'm in this little video right here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Hey, we'll see you again soon. You guys take care. Bye-bye.